In today's uncertain financial landscape, a lot of people are turning to credit unions as an alternative to traditional banks. Simon Powley from Kitsap Credit Union is back to talk about whether this shift could be a smart move for you. Great to see you again.
Great to see you again. Thanks for having me back.
Yes, important discussions. So let's get into it. I imagine you're kind of getting a lot of questions from people who are uncertain right now what to do with their money. So what are some of the trends that you're noticing?
Yeah, talking to our members, kind of three things. One is kind of looking for assets or resources to stabilize. So a lot of volatility in the market right now, looking for something moving from maybe stocks to more bonds, those kind of things that are a little bit more evenly distributed and get you a little better consistent return.
Awesome.
The second thing, what I'll say is, there's a lot of uncertainty out there within the landscape. A lot of changes. The administration's trying a lot of new things, a lot of new levers is what I'd say to change the market and the economy, and that's causing a lot of volatility. So, kind of a flight to safety, for lack of a better term, institutions that have been around for a long time where we can come in and I can put somewhere that my money is in a little bit of financial place, a better financial place. And the third is, there's a lot of what I'd say shortfalls, both in state and federal government right now. And so we're seeing a lot of cuts and so forth around those kind of things. And so, moving more to a financial institution that may be a little bit more community oriented seems to be resonating with our members as well, so that we can focus back on them.
Awesome. Okay. And why is it that people are, you've kind of touched on this, but switching to community-focused institutions? Like, are there key advantages that you want to discuss?
Yeah. I'd say a couple things. One is, typically we have lower rates and better interest rates and lower fees than typical banks were. And right now, when every dollar counts, certainly I think there's a focus on that. I was just in rate committee, as a matter of fact, yesterday for interest rates. Super proud of what we're offering on our money market accounts right now. Our Diamond Money Market specifically. It's a good return to members, in terms of what we can do to impact the community and help support our members during this time.
Okay.
The second is personalized solutions, and the way I would categorize that is special programs around loans and so forth. So maybe it's skip a payment on your auto loan, which can make a big impact on someone's life right now for a particular month, or different loan programs that we need to restructure or lean into. That's really helpful to our members right now, and so we're looking at that as well. We lean a lot into financial wellness is what we call it. And so, what I would say, and what that means from a supportive banking environment is leaning in to really educate not only the community, but our members on how to put them in a better financial situation now and help them plan for life events in the future and accomplish their goals. And so that's an educational process for Americans, as you know, and we're leaning heavily into that. And that seems to be resonating in the marketplace around our financial education. And then also, a lot of schools and so forth that we're partnering with. We're seeing a lot of students kind of gravitate to us as well as we come into schools, the different programs we have to help them and again educate them, which we think is so fundamental, and the focus on the community, which is always
huge.
Kind of where we really land, where we resonate well, where credit unions typically offer our value proposition is really around how do we lean into the communities to be able to support them.
So awesome. And is it hard to switch your account then from a bank to a credit union, and what goes into that then? Because it does feel like it would be hard, but is it not?
It really, with today's digital tools, what I'd say, it's pretty easy to do. So the first thing you want to do is go and open an account, right? And
Fair
you can
enough.
do that at your local branch. You can do that online through various venues, websites, maybe even your mobile application and so forth. So find a place, provide basic information like your driver's license or other ways that you can just provide identification to be able to support your account opening process. Number one, that's super easy. So, start there. The next aspect of it, I look for ways to be able to transfer your accounts. And so finding ways to bring those dollars over to fund the new accounts, get them set up and ready to go. You can do those very easily. Again, our member specialists or at a typical credit union, any member specialist is willing to help you with that, to support you in that, or you can simply follow it through a digital process of transferring those funds over. And that's pretty easy to do. And then, next, what I'd say is, update that information. So once you get there, probably the part that's most daunting for most members we talk to is, okay, I've got these bills that are coming out of these reoccurring deposits.
Yeah.
Set those up and make sure that those are done. Look at your statements. I think that's a healthy process, honestly, because I can't tell you how many people, there's automatic debits coming out of your credit or debit account. Maybe it's an extra Netflix account or a streaming service that you're not even aware of. It's a great time to reset and say, okay, do I really need these services, right? Maybe cut back, budget a little bit more, move those over so you've got a good, grounded base to work from and then move forward from that perspective. So, relatively easy, and of course, we're standing by here to support.
And that's what I love, is that you actually can talk to a person that cares and, hear from there. So is there anything else you want to add just with what differentiates you all?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I think what my members would say is, during times of uncertainty, credit unions lean into their community, right? And that's where we're really trying to do. We are trying to grow our member base to do more in our communities. And that seems to be resonating with our members, that we want to go to some place that maybe is not towards corporate earnings, but really reinvesting in our community. And, I was talking to, my head of marketing yesterday, and, he reminded me, we did 147 events last year and contributed over $700,000 towards wellness programs and food security. And so, those are the kind of things that right now, when these budget shortfalls are coming in, really resonate. So I think it feels good to our members to be a part of an organization that I can impact my community, my local dollars stay here and support really what I want to be supportive of and during times of need like this.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And to learn more about the services offered by Kitsap Credit Union, just visit the website that you see right there on your screen.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Kitsap Credit Union.